This video is going to look at the technical details with a shot that's called the Boast. And it's a shot that's the other side of the coin. It's a shot that you might have to use if your opponent is burying you in the back corners. It generally is a defensive shot, but it's a shot that you can make into an attacking shot with a few key technical details. Generally, it'll get done from the back of the court. One of the nice things about squash is you've got those side walls as protection. If my opponent buries me in the back, if I can't hit the front wall, I can hit the side wall. And if I hit the side wall in the right areas and with enough pace, what it's going to do, it's going to bring that ball into the front and keep me in the rally for a little bit longer. So you see some good players using the Boast both as attacking and defending. And hopefully with a few of these little key elements, we'll really get into grips of helping you out doing it. Like I said, it's from the back of the court. So I'm going to give you some demonstrations in a moment. The key element to this is getting that ball relatively quick into that side wall. If you ease it into that side wall, it might not make it to the front. And another thing about easing it in, it gives your opponent a lot of time and it loops up. So if I'm approaching that ball in the back corner, so if that ball was in the back and I'm setting up here, the way I like to think about the Boast, think about your neighbor's court. So you've got the neighbor's court there. You want to take away the side wall. You want to imagine that side wall is not there. So if I'm lining it up, where I'm aiming on the side wall is the opposite front corner of your neighbor's court. So for example, on that court would be the front right corner. So if I'm setting up here and I'm in the back and I'm playing a Boast, I'm visualizing the front right corner, which is about there. So I would aim about here onto that side wall, relatively close to me. You know, if I'm aiming right up there, that ball's going to hit the side wall, hit the front wall, and come back to the middle. So it's important that you get that ball to be punched into that side wall. What you've got to consider, which is a hard trust element with the Boast, is where you're facing. You've got to probably be facing backwards. You know, I see a lot of players try to Boast and they try open up and go, oh, and they try to see the front wall. You've got to trust that you're going to hit that shot and you're going to be facing there and the ball's going to be traveling out to that front opposite corner. So committing to the Boast with your body position is essential. We've talked about where I hit it, and importantly, I've got to now lean my body weight to that point. So that ball would come into the back and I would be going bang. I'd be leaning in. I'd be punching that ball into that side wall roughly about there. Same on the backhand. Ball would come round, my neighbor's court. I think it's going to be around about there if I draw a line to the opposite front corner, and I'm going punch, punch. And I like to use that word with the Boast. I've got to commit to the Boast. Because if I don't commit, it's not going to really come off. If I kind of bail out and I'm being a little bit tentative with it, it's never going to work. And the last technical thing about the Boast would be that follow through. How punchy and compact. We talked about the volley having a compact and punchy follow through. The Boast is similar. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. So if I'm in the back, I've set myself up, I've picked my target, I've picked my angle, I'm now going to commit to the shot. And notice the pace of the shot, or notice how much I commit to it and how much I punch that ball in. That will bring the ball to the opposite front corner. So from here, I'd be getting my racket up and I'd really try rip it across. I'll give you one more example. So ball would go into the back, I'd be stuck in the corner, I can only Boast. That was a good one. Hit the nick, came out that way. Backhand, very similar. Body position, I'm facing backwards, I'm probably 45 degrees into the corner. I commit to the shot, I lean in, I go, got that one spot on. And hopefully when you watch those couple of little demonstrations and you watch them again a couple of times, after you've heard some of the key technical elements, you can use those demonstrations as some benchmarks or some reference points for you to go practice that Boast. It's a difficult shot, it can go very wrong, but with a little bit of tuning and a little bit of practice, you can turn a relatively tough situation in the back into a positive situation where you can get control of that rally again.
Have you ever wondered what Jonah Barrington, Nick Matthew and Jonathan Power all have in common? They might all be world number ones, but they're also all coaches on squashskills.com. Now, Squash Skills is the online training platform that's designed to give amateur players the insight and knowledge to take their games to a whole different level. So if you've been struggling with your game, or you're stuck in a bit of a rut, or you're wondering how to improve, we've got you covered. With over 4,000 videos from some of the biggest names in the sport, as well as the ultimate training app, complete with every single squash exercise under the sun, we're there to take care of you and ensure that you can improve your squash no matter what your level. We're so confident that we can improve your understanding of the game that we'll even give you a 14-day money-back guaranteed if you're not completely satisfied. So if you're looking to take your game to a whole new level in 2024, be sure to check out squashskills.com today.